Mrs. Threepwood.
Wow. Kind of owned.
Please tell the court how this horrible pox is all LeChuck's fault.
LeChuck? That stick in the mud wouldn't know a good pox if it kicked him in the fundament. Heck, there wouldn't even be a pox if you'd gone through with the voodoo lady's recipe properly. But no, you had to wave that root beer bottle around like some sort of conquering hero. Oh, look at me! I be Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate! Next thing I know, you're trying to replace root beer with root grog and bam! Pox all over the place. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay.
Okay.
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you honey me, you two-timing cannon scrubber. I bet all this talk of looking for La Esponja Grande was all plot to spend time canoodling with your little privateering she-slag.
La Esponja Grande, yes, it's right over there, see?
Sure it is.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt.
Could you give the court some idea of what a fine, upstanding pirate your husband is?
Well, let's see. When I first met him, he was breaking into my mansion to steal a statue. Later, after shanghaiing a crew to take him to Monkey Island, he totally failed to rescue me from the evil clutches of the ghost pirate LeChuck, so I had to dress up a couple of monkeys in a bridal gown.
This may have been a bad line of questioning.
Then he left me hanging over a pit while he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop. I didn't hear from him for 3 years after that. Turned me into a bleeding statue. Left the seat up. Oh, and that's not even mentioning all the times I found myself tied up, manacled, or otherwise incarcerated because of his blithering idiocy!
You're too good for him, love.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
Best part is, he's not wrong. All that stuff happened in other Monkey Island games.
Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I...
Don't you honey me, you two...
La Esponja...
Sure.
I'd like a second to think about my next move, Your Honor.
Make it fast! Your character witness is oozing all over my courtroom!
I don't think that would be admissible as evidence. Your Honor, Buccaneers of Flotsam, you all believe that I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, have brought this horrible pox to your shores.
Off with his
Run
head!
him off the
Feed him
plank!
to the jungle beast!
What if I were to tell you that I could tame this unruly witness, prove my good intentions, and begin the process of curing you all of this hideous voodoo pox, all in one fell swoop?
I don't know.
Feed him to
Maybe.
the jungle beast!
Your Honor, I object. Defense is grasping at sponge-shaped straws here.
Denied! But get on with it, Captain. The hangman gets overtime if we keep him up after midnight.
With pleasure, Your Honor. Wenches and pirates, I give you Exhibit S, the wonder of La Esponja Grande.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Now behold, as a simple exfoliating motion of La Esponja Grande washes away the pox, restoring my wife to her usual, mostly pleasant demeanor.
Arr!
Sugar cakes?
Off with his head!
Get that piece of seaweed off me, you deep-sea doily diver!
Does the defense have any other pointless arguments it would like to make?
This is sort of all I got.
Then, by the power vested in me by the put-upon pirates of Flotsam Island, I summarily sentence you to be hanged by your pox-spreading neck until you are... Right there.
What? Woof.
What is the meaning of this?
My name is LeChuck, and I can tell you exactly what Guybrush did.
LeChuck? I thought he was a ghost.
I heard he was a zombie.
Don't listen to him!
You see, Your Honor, the pox is all my fault.
Listen to him!
For decades, I dabbled in the dark forces of voodoo, clamoring for power. I hungered for it. I yearned for it. I pillaged, plundered, and killed for it.
I can attest to all of this.
And it was my accumulated voodoo that infected you all. Dark, evil voodoo that was explosively released when I was once again defeated by the perpetually heroic Guybrush Threepwood.
He's not kidding. I've killed him like 5 times.
So you see, Guybrush Threepwood is not the source of this pox. I am. And I hereby throw myself upon the mercy of this court, or lack thereof.
Off with your head!
But wait, there's more. It turns out I had an unknown silent power urging me down those darkened voodoo corridors. A power far more insidious than I could ever hope to be. I submit to the court this journal, property of the... Quiet up there! The Voodoo Lady.
Ooh, that creepy lady who lives in the shack?
What the what?
In these pages, you will find detailed plans laid out by the Voodoo Lady over the course of many years to manipulate my never-ending rise to power. My hunger for voodoo, my seemingly endless cycle of ironically comical death and disturbing resurrection. My obsession with the darling Elaine. It's all because of her.
What?
Off with her head!
Wait a second. Wait a second. Really?
It can't be true. Can it?
Order! Order! I hereby call for the release of Guybrush Threepwood and the immediate imprisonment of LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady! To the brig with both of them!
I've had it up to me eye patch with all this land-loving lollygagging. I'm off to plunder me some treasure.
And wait, why did
Don't
this
worry
sponge
about
work?
me, my friend. Go cure your wife.
Dude, he's such a good guy now. So Elaine is the new LeChuck? No, everyone's the new
Finally free, but
LeChuck.
now my
His pox
pox-crazed wife is
exploded over
nowhere
the
to be
world.
found. A mad scientist
Yeah.
is hunting her for who knows what reason, and the legendary voodoo sponge that was supposed to cure her has turned out to be useless. Under normal circumstances, I'd ask the voodoo lady for help, but she's sitting in the jail cell next to my archenemy, who may or may not be my best friend, after it's been revealed that she's been the secret power behind most of my travails over most of my life as a pirate. Maybe I should have been a beekeeper like my Uncle Sid. Hey, you!
Hello, Threepwood.
You sent me on a wild albatross chase for La Esponja Grande and promised me it would cure the pox. But after fending off sexually ambiguous merpeople, a giant manatee, and your crazy ex-boyfriend, what do I get for my trouble? This sorry excuse for a kitchen sponge.
La Sponja.
I noticed you strategically left out the Grande from this worthless piece of junk. Once it cured my piddly leftover pox, it didn't have enough mojo left to cure Elaine.
It's not worthless. It is merely young. It must be brought to maturity in order to reach its voodoo-absorbing potential.
Brought to maturity? How am I supposed to do that? Give it a talk about the sponge birds and sponge bees?
Like all infants, La Esponja needs nourishment. It must be fed 6 special voodoo courses to bring it to adult size.
What sort of meal is that?
A feast for the senses. The menu, Threepwood. Take it, and serve the sponge a meal unlike any other.
And then?
Oh, okay.
It will grow.
Hey, neat. There's a map of the Flotsam Jungle on the cover. No more listening to bees and birds and boars for this mighty pirate.
What? Feast for the senses. A voodoo feast in 6 courses guaranteed to embiggen the smallest beastie. Put on a napkin that's a sight. It's a garish cloth, grotesquely bright. Antipasta jungle meat gives off a smell like stinky feet. Before the main course, cleanse your palate with paste that hits you like a mallet. The main course will cause quite a flap to find the 6th sense. Use your map. Now engorged, a small dessert, a touch so shocking it might hurt. Your meal finished, let out a cheer, or belt so loud to all. Once completed in order, your wee beast will grow to maturity. What Okay.
Stan!
Threepwood! No hard feelings over all those various civil and criminal charges?
Water under the bridge.
Great.
A bridge with a fast-talking shyster/salesman dangling from it. Still trying to make a buck on my recently cleared name?
Nah, I sold all that junk to that Doro sap. I moved on to the next trial of the century. Flotsam Island versus LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady.
Yeah, how are sales going now?
Great! People can't get enough of the Voodoo Lady's murky moral ambiguity, mysterious, unexplored backstory, and her ample...
La 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 la, I'm not listening, la la la.
voodoo charms. And as for LeChuck, well, let's just say the Lady Pirates love a tale of redemption. The whole bad boy made good angle.
Ah. Have the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck been put on trial yet?
Have they? It's the trial of the century.
Wait, I thought I was the trial of the century.
Yesterday's news, Threepwood.
Nice.
What kind of souvenirs could you possibly be making out of the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck?
Oh, ye of little faith. Feast your eyes on the all-new People vs. LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady collection.
What's this?
What's a little decorative pin I've whipped up?
Trial of the Century 2, Electric Voodoo.
We're still working on a title.
What's that one?
Just
That's
never
our
stop.
Cursed Cutlass of Cohh LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks.
Interesting. Okay.
What's that?
It's my entrancing Voodoo Lady dashboard good luck charm.
Disturbing.
What's happening?
On second thought,
Say no more.
Okay.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to sell me your eye-bending jacket.
Give up my jacket? That'd be like Samson getting a buzz cut, or King Arthur losing Excalibur, or Bluebeard dyeing himself blonde.
Huh?
Without my jacket, my salesman mojo would wither away faster than a hothouse orchid in a pizza oven.
So that's a maybe? Sure you don't want to sell me your pupil-defying jacket? It's for a good cause.
This jacket stays with Stan until it literally falls off my back, Threepwood.
Okay.
Have you seen my wife?
Have I? That crazy sea devil hit me up for one of my patented and perfectly passable porcelain power pirate treasure maps before hightailing it for the jungle. If we're lucky, that thing will keep her going around in circles for weeks.
Okay. That's weird. The wet thing is gone. The oil leak is still there. You go in here? See if there's anything new in here for us. Hi.
Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
Hey, Krebs. Now that your case has been dismissed, care to join me in a little post-trial amicus curiae?
Was that a pickup line?
I don't know. My Latin's a little rusty. Hey, Krebs. Now that your case has been dismissed...
Nice.
Was that a...
I don't know. You're not still upset about the whole hideously scarring...
Yeah. Okay. I think we've done everything with her. Hey,
Bye.
Basics. What's up, buddy? Arr. Arr. All right. Nothing new up there. Nothing on the buffet table. We got anything? What's that?
Vugu Jalokia. Seems pretty harmless.
I take it.
Vugu Jalokia. Seems pretty harmless.
Okay.
Hey, WP. I told you I was innocent.
Well, bully for you! Meanwhile, we're still all poxed. There's a creepy voodoo priestess in my jail, and your wife's still threatening to sack our town. Truly, these are the best of times.
Looks like Ladies' Night has finally come to an end.
I'm thinking about cancelling it in favor of something a wee bit safer, like Ultimate Mumbly Pig Night or Amateur Tattoo Night.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
How about another one of those Fat Island fuzzy nostrils?
Here you go.
Oh, I don't get it. I just drink it. Okay. All right.
Good old C12H22O11, just like Mama Threepwood used to make. I wonder what keeps this thing lit.
Good question. Amateur tattoo night sounds fun.
Ouch!
Wait.
Ouch!
He just got electrocuted? Isn't that one of the things? Weird. Okay. I'm not
I
sure
better
what that is.
fold this up before I put it in my
Oh,
pocket.
thanks, Julia. I will check that out. Thank you so much. It's awesome. Yeah, oh, we have to do it in order for sure. Yeah, yeah. All right, the very first thing. What's the first thing we're looking for? Put on a napkin that's a sight. A garish cloth grotesquely bright.
I better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
So that sounds like this when it's lit up? Maybe?
Stan,
Guybrush, old pal.
can I take another?
Can't keep your eye.
Can I use the ball?
Say no.
No, I can't actually select him.
La Esponja Grande won't work on anyone until...
Okay. But that's not it. Let's talk to you real quick.
LeChuck!
Guybrush!
I would have bet my good hand I'd never say this, but thank you
For what? I've caused you nothing but despair.
for taking the fall back there, and for exposing the voodoo lady. I don't know what to make of any of it, but now I can focus on saving Elaine and dealing with the pox.
It is the very least I could do. But be careful, Guybrush.
I'm always careful.
This from the guy who proposed to his wife with the cursed engagement ring you stole from my hold?
Is that a dig? Is the evil demon pirate LeChuck developing a sense of humor? This is weird. Really, thanks again.
You don't need to thank me, my friend. I merely spoke the truth. They say that truth is the greatest barnacle scrubber you know.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when all of this was like a 5D play from LeChuck, and he's actually like the most evilest guy around, and he's just taking everyone down. That will be. I hope I don't smile at me. Just don't tell me, because I haven't actually played this one. But that would be so amazing, and I
Have
really
you seen
hope.
Elaine?
No, not since she left me in a poxed rage.
She's been doing a lot of that lately.
Save your smiles for Final Fantasy later.
I can't believe the voodoo lady has been pulling your ghostly / demonic strings all these years.
It came as a shock to me as well. But her diary spells it all out. You, me, Elaine, we're all part of the voodoo lady's malevolent plans.
Malevolence is in the eye of the beholder, Guybrush Threepwood. I know this is difficult to understand, but things are not as they seem.
No, things seem remarkably convoluted, which is what I've come to expect from you.
I've always had your best interests at heart.
Well, what about my interests? Without your meddling, I could have lived a normal, happy pirate's life.
Ha! The destiny of LeChuck has never been normal.
Well, how about the mountain of ice on the roller coaster of the damned? She was behind that?
Especially that.
I risked life, limb, and manatee to get La Esponja Grande, and it's a puny, worthless lump.
What?
Soak up the gargantuan wonder that is La Esponja Grande.
That is La Esponja Grande? But wasn't it supposed to hold infinite amounts of voodoo?
I know. What a crock.
The size of the sponge is meaningless. It is what you do with it that matters.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
you fight like a...
Amazing.
So, Miss Spooky Pants gave me this menu which will supposedly put more grande in my esponja.
Excellent.
You want to put some of your newfound deductive reasoning to the test and help me figure out what I need for the menu?
I'd give my beard to be able to help you, but I'm afraid my pirate mind is not fit for such things.
Which explains why after all these years you still allowed me to get within a nautical mile of you with a bottle of voodoo root beer. Sit tight, buddy. Once I save Elaine, you're next.
Amazing.
Don't worry about me.
Dude, I have to like the voice acting is also so good in this.
Who go? Oh, it's you.
I wish I could put more grande in my Esponja, says Criminal. Don't we all? Yes.
Can I go back in? I think I left several useful items in there.
Court is adjourned until the new defendants prepare their cases.
How's the pox of LeChuck treating you?
Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, there is the incessant drive to commit acts of monstrous evil, of course. It's a bit of a drag on the social life. But my pillaging swing has never been better. So, I guess you could say it's a bit of a wash. Tell you one thing I didn't expect. The slaw cravings. I mean, honestly, mate, what's that all about?
No hard feelings about being humiliated in open court?
No worries, mate. I've been humiliated so often it's kind of second nature to me by now.
Great.
Besides, I didn't really think it was much of a case anyway. But that Stan fella, he seemed to think I could make a pretty piece of it off of your untimely execution. So I figured, what the heck?
Wow. He didn't even say bye. He just walked away rudely.
What was that? Huh. Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail. Say there, unbiased citizen.
What do you want?
Unbiased citizen. Love it. What is that? Why did someone order all those tubes?
Why did someone order all those tubes?
I told you not to ask me that! I told you to get it!
Are you as scandalized as I am by this trial?
I'm just glad that scum-sucking LeChuck and that scum-sucking voodoo lady will finally be brought to justice.
Sheesh, you suck a little scum and everyone wants your head. Have you seen my wife?
Does she have red hair, green eyes, and a mole in the shape of a cocker spaniel on her left thigh?
Yes.
Nope, haven't seen her.
See ya.
Hold up. Hold up.
What the? Morgan! What happened?
Went to get your hand.
You didn't have to do that.
had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you?
Is she really dead? Oh, man.
Singe.
That sucks.
Singe will pay for this.
Oh, man. That's super sad. I liked her too. That's super sad.
This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and Singe. I hope the Vole escaped. Auto trepanation helmet. Ow! Was it my thumb?
What?
God, did that blah. Ow! What the?
What the hell?
Ow! Ah! I'm blind! Ew.
Okay.
Ow! Whoa! Help?
Okay. So we've got loose tongue, shrink, blind, and spin. This is the only one that seemed relatively persistent. Let's see if it stays.
Was it my thumb?
Yeah, see, his tongue is staying numb, or sticking out at least.
God, did that blah. It looks like Singe is using my hand to make something called the jus de vie.
Okay. What's going on here?
Did Singe murder you too?
Why is it turned around?
Lepidoptera flotzimus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed flotsam island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where Flotzimus accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying, and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course.
Okay.
It's broken.
Ah. There's like...
It'd take a 7-year correspondence course in mad sciencing before I'd even have a hope of fixing that thing.
Okay.
The Vacalian wind control device? What is that creep doing with it now?
Doesn't seem like there's much here, just to see that she's dead. Is there anything else we can do with her?
Singe will...
No, not really. Exit is this way, so what's this?
It's locked.
Flimsily locked door.